Children, I'm afraid I must inform you of an extremely unfortunate event. I'm very, very sorry to tell you this, but your parents have perished in a fire that's destroyed your entire home. Now, as Chief Officer of Mortuary Management and the executor of your parents' estate, it is my legal obligation to take care of your money till you come of age and to place you in the care of your closest relative. So I'm taking you to live with your dear Count Olaf, who resides right here in the city just 37 blocks away. Yes, yes, of course you do. He's either your third cousin 4 times removed or your fourth cousin 3 times removed. And he's an actor by trade. Isn't that exciting, children? Well, you should count yourselves lucky, children. This sort of generosity is rare in a person of his profession.
If you're interested in stories with a happy ending, you've come to the right place. In this story, not only is there a happy ending, there's a happy beginning and all sorts of happy things in the middle. It's delightful and educational, and it's appropriate for families. A phrase here which means delightful and educational. It features the 3 luckiest children in the world who are darling and precocious and have only the most cheerful things happen to them. It's called the Pony Party, and I can't put it down, Mr. Tamerlane. Ah, yes, the Baudelaires. The orphans are obsessed with the idea that an actor named Count Olaf is obsessed with them, though they can never agree on what he looks like. I can assure you that this bank's troubles are finally over. Yes, that's the name I just said. Jacqueline is my secretary. She must be taking another of those unplanned sabbaticals that she swears I've authorized.
Yes, it is a nice day. I'm afraid I have some very bad news for you children. Your parents have perished in a terrible fire. They perished in a fire that destroyed the entire house. I'm very, very sorry to tell you this, my dears. Perished means killed.
That's true, but it doesn't necessarily indicate that Dr. Montgomery was murdered. But I don't understand. How did Stefano even know about your fortune? We'll see about that. Now, who has a cloth?
You have nothing to be nervous about. I realize some of your previous guardians have caused a little trouble, but I think Mr. and Mrs. Squalor will provide you with a proper home. Anxious and nervous mean the same thing. And what do you have to be anxious about, anyway?
I guess so. Sorry.
I received a message saying that you'd be here at Briny Beach today. The message is signed J.S. I assume that it's that reporter from the Daily Punctilio, Geraldine Julien. How in the world did you get here? Where in the world have you been?
Baudelaires? What has happened? Where is that man you shot with the harpoon? Dead? How did that happen? When I was in charge of your affairs, no matter how many homes I found for you, terrible things occurred. Then, when you decided to handle your own affairs, the Daily Punctilio brought more and more news of your treachery with each passing day. And now that I've found you again, I see that once more an unfortunate event has occurred, and another guardian is dead. You should be ashamed of yourselves.
She apologizes for not meeting you at the dock, but she says she's frightened of it. She's frightened of anything to do with Lake Lachrymose, but she didn't say why. Perhaps it has to do with her husband's death. Your Aunt Josephine, she's not really your aunt, of course, she's your second cousin's sister-in-law, but asks that you call her Aunt Josephine. Your Aunt Josephine lost her husband recently, and it may be possible that he drowned or died in a boat accident. It didn't seem polite to ask how she became a dowager. What a lovely forest! I think you children will have a good home here. I hope you do anyway, because I've just received a promotion at Mortuary Money Management. I'm now the vice president in charge of coins, and from now on I will be busier than ever. If anything goes wrong with you here, I will have to send you to boarding school until I have time to find you another home, so please be on your best behavior. You're very lucky to be here. I had to call more than 4 schools before I found one that could take all 3 of you at such short notice. Prufrock Prep, that's what they call it as sort of a nickname, is a very fine academy. The teachers all have advanced degrees. The dormitory rooms are all finely furnished. And most important of all, there is an advanced computer system which will keep Count Olaf away from you. It's an advanced computer.